Camera job everyone. Now that we have a anamorphic image with a moment anamorphic lens, we need to stabilize the video. Inside this box is a tool that will stabilize the video. Let's open up this box. This is the Moza Mini MI. There is a new Moza Mini Gimbal called the Moza Mini S. The reason I did not purchase that smartphone gimbal is because the Moza Mini S has a load capacity of 280 grams. The Moza Mini MI has a load capacity of 300 grams. The more load capacity on a smartphone gimbal, the more you can put stuff on the gimbal. That's why I chose the Moza Mini MI, because it has the most load capacity out of all the smartphone gimbals I have researched. NMB is around the corner. NMB 2019 will be in April 6, 2019. So hopefully we'll see a smartphone gimbal that has a bigger load capacity. That would be awesome. Instruction manual and how to use the smartphone gimbal. Moza stickers, that is awesome. The Moza Mini MI comes with a soft/hard case. This case has a carbon fiber look to it, but it is not carbon fiber. It is this soft plastic case. Comes with a mini tripod, which is really awesome to have. And the Moza Mini MI. Comes with a micro USB charging cable to charge the Moza Mini MI. Inside the case, it has protection to protect the Moza Mini MI. It has these two stretch straps to hold in place the Moza Mini MI inside the case. Let's take a closer look at the Moza Mini MI. Starting from the bottom of the gimbal, 1/4 inch on the bottom. Quarter inch in the front of the gimbal. 2/4 inch where the phone holder is. In total, there are 4/4 inch. Micro USB to charge the Moza Mini MI. Power on off. To power on the Moza Mini MI, press and hold. To put it into sleep mode or standby mode, press one time. The Moza Mini MI has a built-in wireless charger. To turn on the wireless charging, double press. That will turn on the wireless charging. To turn off the wireless charging, you press twice. Before we get into the dial wheel, there are first principles in motorized gimbals, which is the 3 axes: yaw, pitch, and roll. So, yaw, pitch, and roll. And again, yaw, pitch, and roll. Once you remembered yaw, pitch, and roll, it is easy to remember the 8 follow modes on the Moza Mini MI. The 4 lights indicators are, on the left, power indicator, steady blue light for upper and lower indicators, 70% to 100% battery level, steady blue light for lower indicator, 30% to 70%, flashing blue light 0 to 30%, steady red light, charging. That is on the left. On the right, status indicator. Upper light is on pitch follow. Upper light is off pitch lock. Lower light is on yaw follow. Lower light is off yaw lock. That is the 4 lights indicators. The way the Moza Mini MI dial is organized is very simple. On the left is pretty much all your follow modes. On the top is inception mode. On the right is hyper mode, and on the bottom is selfie mode. Hopefully Gudsen can continue with this design. That would be awesome. Let's get into the dial wheel. I'm still remembering all the 8 follow modes on the Moza Mini MI. I might miss some follow modes. Let's begin. Starting off from the left of the dial wheel, press 3 times for yaw lock follow. 1, 2, 3. This is yaw lock follow. So it locks into the yaw. To go back to the default mode, 1, 2, 3, and this is default mode. The default mode is yaw follow. Press and hold for 2 seconds for roll follow. Roll follow. Pitch, roll. To go back to the default mode, which is yaw follow, press 3 times. 1, 2, 3. This is default mode. Press 2 times for pitch follow. 1, 2. To reset the position of the gimbal, you press 2 times on the bottom of the wheel. 1, 2. Pitch follow. That is some of the modes on the left of the dial wheel. Inception mode on the top of the dial wheel. 1, 2, 3. This is inception mode. This is so cool. So the Moza Mini MI can rotate 360 degrees, which is awesome. To leave inception mode, 1, 2, 3. Selfie mode on the bottom of the dial wheel, 1, 2, 3. This is selfie mode. To go back to the front of the camera, 1, 2. To reposition the camera, 1, 2. On the right of the dial wheel is hyper mode, 1, 2. In hyper mode, it locks into yaw, pitch, and roll. The hyper mode is much quicker than the rest of the modes. To turn off hyper mode, 2 clicks, 1, 2. Back to default mode. The joystick is to control the movement of the camera. So the joystick moves up, down, right, left. Up, down, right, left. So if you hold the joystick right, it rotates the gimbal. If I move the joystick up and hold it, it would rotate. On the gimbal, there is a stopper to stop from rotating 360 degrees. Let's say you're in a film shoot, you're in a hurry, you need to get to specific follow mode on the gimbal. You don't want to deal with the 3 clicks, a 2-second hold on the dial wheel. There's a solution to that. Downloading the Moza Genie app is very simple. You head over to Play Store, type in the search Moza, Once you have downloaded the Moza Genie app, you open up the Moza Genie app. On the left bottom, there are 3 circles. The first circle is where the videos are saved. The second circle is where you connect the gimbal. Connecting the gimbal is very fast and quick. And then you press the second circle again. In that PTZ setting, there is follow mode. You select follow mode, and then you select what follow mode you need for the gimbal. So let's say you need roll follow. You select roll follow, you exit the app without closing the app. You go into your specific app that you're filming with. Let's say, for an example, the Moment app or the native app. So I'll go into the Moment app. And the gimbal remembers that you are on roll follow. Picking up the gimbal, it would be on roll follow. And I can film with another app. If I need to select another follow mode, I head over back to the Moza Genie app, pitch follow. Head over back to the Moment app, and it should be in pitch follow. Head back to the Moza Genie app. The main features of the Moza Genie app are recording control, object tracking, time-lapse, panorama, camera setting, focus and zoom control, gimbal setting, and calibration. If you're recording video with a different app, let's say the Moment app or the native app, you will lose some features like object tracking, time-lapse, and panorama. You don't have to use the Moza Genie app. You can use a different app to record video. The object tracking feature is the third circle. You select that. And then I have a mini tripod here. By selecting the object, and it is very buggy. So hopefully Moza Mini MI can fix this bug. Let's try that one more time. And the lighting is really good here, and the object is very visible. Select. Does not want to check the object. Let's try a different object. Let's try this lens, the 18-135mm lens. Let's track this lens. Yeah, so the object tracking is not working. It's has a lot of bugs in it. So hopefully there'll be a firmware update for that. If you want to know a specific feature on the Moza Genie app, comment below. I will make a short clip at the end of the video of the next upload. The Moza Genie app has bugs, but some features you can use. The object tracking maybe will work better outside. To place the smartphone on the gimbal is very simple. The smartphone holder has clamps to clamp in the smartphone. Placing the smartphone, clamps in very firmly in there, and then you have to push the smartphone all the way so that it would be very secure in the gimbal. You would notice that it is off balance. To balance the gimbal, there are 2 screws. The first screw is adjusting the weight to balance the gimbal. The second adjustment screw is for vertical shooting. And take your time balancing the gimbal. The more time you take to balance the gimbal, the less stress the motors will have. This part of the gimbal, it moves inward and outward. And just make micro adjustments, and then it would balance everything out very firmly. This part where the phone holder is, it moves upward and downward. So if I move this phone holder downward, it would fall that way. And if I put it upward, it would be stable. On the gimbal is the Note 9. It's all balanced. Do not turn the Moza Mini MI without the smartphone in the gimbal. It would stress the motors. So first place the smartphone on the phone holder then turn on the gimbal. To do vertical shooting is loosen this screw. And let's see if I can balance out the Note 9. See if this even works. Maybe it won't even work. It hits against this part of the gimbal. Okay, that is the best I can do. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's hitting against this and then the whole gimbal freaks out. On the top of the gimbal, there is two ways you can charge your smartphone. There is wireless charging and a USB to charge the smartphone. What you can do also with this gimbal is take a tripod like the Joby 3K kit, and there is a 1/4 inch in the front of the gimbal. Screw in the quick release plate. First, turn on the gimbal, then placing the gimbal on the Joby 3K, using the joystick to move the smartphone upward and placing onto the Joby 3K kit. And then you can loosen the ball head. Use the gimbal as a jib. You can fold that in and use this as a jib. If you want that smooth B-roll shot of a product, you can do that nice B-roll shot of a product. The pros and cons of the smartphone Moza Mini MI gimbal are: the pros, the gimbal rotates 360 degrees. The gimbal has inception mode. And it has wireless charging. The cons of the Moza Mini MI are: the construction of the Moza Mini MI is solid, but it would be nicer if it had a better material like a metal construction, especially the top part of the gimbal. But overall, it is a solid construction of the Moza Mini MI. And a bigger load capacity, so a load capacity over 300 grams. That would be awesome. Overall, definitely worth to purchase this smartphone gimbal, especially for the price of the Moza Mini MI and what it can do. I will link down in the description box down below the Moza Mini MI and the new released Moza Mini S. If you thought this video was helpful, share it, click the like button, click the notification bell to get notified when there's a new video, and also subscribe. Be brave, continue filming. Until next time. This video was not sponsored.